Good afternoon. So my name is Edward Bacon, but you can just call me Eddie. I'm a lecturer with the International College, and I'm here to talk about a little bit about the International Language Center. And I want to thank you all for joining in this academic program. So what this is a collaboration between RELI and the International College, where we work together for this academic program. Okay, so this is the International Language Center. This is a peer-assisted learning center where the students in the Thai program they come to the Language Center, which is located in Building 7, Room 101. So they come here and they just practice English with students in the international program. Okay, so we have students from over probably 20 different countries, but most of the students, I would say 90% of the students now, they come from Myanmar. Okay. All right. So what I want to do is what I want to talk about today is I want to talk about the uh the we start from the very beginning here. It's going to be the English pre-test and post-test. Okay. So what this is, it should only take about 30 to 40 minutes for the pre-test and 30 to 40 minutes for the post-test. Um, And what it is, it's online, and students they will take it directly on their cell phone. So what they do, the application is called EnglishScore. All right, and it's from the British Council. So let me show you real quick. All right. So what the students have to do is on their cell phone, and again, this test it's designed only for the cell phone, only for cell phones. It does work with iPad, but it's best to have it taken on cell phones. Okay, so what you do is you go to the Play Store, um, either on a uh, both like a uh, uh, Google device or an Apple. Okay, so what you do is you go to the Play Store, you type in English Score like I did here, and then British Council will show up. So British Council English Score will show up. Okay, and so what you do is you click on that, and this is where it gives you more information, and so you download this app. Okay, then after downloading it, you go to you go to your cell phone, and if you can see right there on the top left side, the from the second to top row, it says English Score. Okay, so you just click on that, it opens up, and so this screen should appear. So it's going to give you about 4 or 5 screens of information um, about the English Score test. Okay, I would say the first time students. So for the pre-test, count on maybe 40 minutes. But when students take the post-test, it's going to take more closer to 30 minutes. So what I highly recommend, because last term we had difficulty with students completing the pre-test and the post-test, and this is something that the university requires for this program, is they want to see proof of improvement. So they want to see the pre-test scores and the post-test scores. So in order for us to keep running this program um, and get funding for this program, we need to show evidence of the students are improving. So taking the pre-test and the post-test is very, very important. So if you can, have the students take the pre-test and the post-test during class time. Okay, and so we come now. It's midterm break, so students come back from the midterm break next week. So preferably, if you can, have the students take it during class to make sure they finish it. Because again, I tried this last term, having the students come here to take it, and many students did not take it. So. All right. Okay. So then once you go through all the screens, it's going to say, hey, get started. Okay. So two options there. You can click get started. That's for if you haven't done it before and you haven't created an account, or if you already have an account, you just click the I have an account. All right. And then so what's going to happen is that you can connect with Google, um, Facebook, or email. Okay. So it works with easiest is with Google, but you can also use Facebook. Almost all emails work in Thailand. We do have experience with Chinese emails don't work, but that probably won't be a factor for the students in your classes. But yeah, okay. So after you set it up, then it'll come to this screen. So what the students in this program, what they need to do is they need to take the core skills test only. Okay. They do have two other tests, the speaking test and the writing test. But again, for this class, only the core skills. And again, it takes about 30 to 40 minutes. And then from there, they have two options. They can enter the Connect code. This is where students, if they want to take the official test, but that's not what we are asking. Okay, they're what the students in this program, they're just going to take the practice test. So you just click here, the green button where it says continue to the test. After you do that, then it'll go through some more informational screens to let you know what to expect from the test. Again, 30 to 40 minutes, and this test will cover grammar and vocabulary, reading and listening. Okay, this screen right here, this is about if they want to use the camera. Um, this is very important for the official test, but for the practice test, you don't really need to worry about the camera. So I would suggest just leave the camera off. Okay. Next, they do the volume check. Okay. And actually, they can use the camera if they want to, but they don't need to because it's just a practice test. Okay. Okay. Then this is where they check the volume. Okay. Do a volume check. Next is they go through the rules of the test. You can't pause the test. What happens is that if you pause the test, you have to start over again, and maybe um, they'll say, "Oh, sorry, you can't take the test for another 24 hours." Okay, or you have to wait one day. Um, if this is the case, if and this happens sometimes, if they make a mistake and it says, "Oh, sorry, you have to wait one day to take the test." They don't need to wait. Okay, what you have to get around that, just have them enter in with a different email. Okay, then we can get around that waiting one day because this does happen occasionally where students they make a mistake and then, or let's say if they have the camera on, okay, and they got the cell phone like this, and then they look away, um, and so when that happens, they may have to take it again. Next, you should be in a quiet place, okay, because you are testing the uh, reading and listening part, and also take your test alone. So if they do take the test with the camera on, and it doesn't need to be, but maybe it's a good idea. If they do take it with the camera on, if someone walks behind them, then it will start over. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So also, it may be best to remind the students to uh, to use a headphone as well, because if you have the students take it in the class, um, it can be kind of noisy with if you have 30 to 50 students all playing the listening section at the same time. And what I'll do is I'll maybe in the line group I'll also remind the students to please bring their headphones so that they can take when they take the pretest. Okay. All right, and then this is where you start the test, and you just click start, and then you go through the test. And when you finish the test, they're going to have the results. So yeah, and so what you do is you ask the students to take a screenshot and send it to you. And then from there, if you guys could, if all of you could kindly enter the pretest score into the spreadsheet. And so what I'll do is I'll post the spreadsheet. I'm going to create a line group with all of the RELI teachers that are participating in this program for this summer term. I'm going to create a line group tonight, and I'll post this video tonight, and then I'll post the spreadsheet for each class. I'll post that. Maybe what I'll do is I'll make it online, and then I will share the link on the line group. That way, you guys can um, just add your add the pre-test scores, and then eventually the post-test scores. We don't actually need to save each student's um, like screenshot. It might be a good idea to do that so we have the hard evidence. But again, what I'll do is I'll create another folder for you guys to upload the actual files to, but it doesn't need to be. but it might be a good idea that we can show to the university. And if you guys do upload the images, just maybe save each image file name with maybe just a student name and student number. Okay, as a file name. All right. Okay, and so that's about it for the English score test. So it's actually not that hard. It's just a matter of downloading the application and taking the core skills test. So again, it's really really important for the having the pre-test scores and the post-test scores because the university they want to see the evidence, the proof that this program is beneficial for our students. So again, so maybe next when we come back from classes next week, if you could kindly have them take the pretest score when we come back next week, and then again, again have them take the post-test score at the end of July. Right? All right. Well, thank you so much. And if you have any other questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I'll be more than happy to help. And I look forward to working with you all in the future. All right. Okay. So thank you very much.